हेलो एवरीवन, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज है 17 अप्रैल 2023, दिन है मंडे और आज हम करने जा रहे हैं द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर की एनालिसिस। इस वीडियो के थ्रू कंप्लीटली द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर की एनालिसिस होगी। वीडियो पसंद हो तो वीडियो को लाइक करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। फर्स्ट पेज पे फैब्रिकेटर्स केस से दिल्ली सीएम आफ्टर 9 आवर क्वेश्चनिंग बाय सीबीआई। सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन ने जो ऑन संडे में क्वेश्चनिंग किए गए चीफ मिनिस्टर अरविंद केजरीवाल को इन दिल्ली एक्साइज पॉलिसी केस में मोर देन द 9 आवर स्पीकिंग टू प्रेस पर्सन फ्रॉम हिज रेसिडेंट आफ्टर द क्वेश्चनिंग, मिस्टर केजरीवाल ने कहा कि इंटायर केस वाज फैब्रिकेटेड, दे डू नॉट हैव एनी प्रूफ, इट इज़ द रिजल्ट ऑफ डर्टी पॉलिटिक्स। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे यूपी गवर्नमेंट ने फॉर्म किया जुडिशियल कमीशन टू इन्वेस्टिगेशन किलिंग ऑफ आतिक एंड ब्रदर। जो पैनल है लीड करेंगे रिटायर हाई कोर्ट के जज, विल भी सबमिट करेंगे रिपोर्ट इन 2 मंथ में। और अपोजिशन ने डिस्क्राइब किया शूटिंग एज अ फेलियर ऑफ लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इन स्टेट एंड सम बीजेपी मिनिस्टर टर्न टू डेट डिवाइन जस्टिस। 3 एक्यूज्ड सेंड किए गए जुडिशियल कस्टडी को। जो उत्तर प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट ने संडे में सेटअप किए गए 3 मेंबर जुडिशियल कमीशन इंक्वायरी टू किलिंग ऑफ गैंगस्टर टर्न पॉलिटिशियन आतिक अहमद and his brother Khalid Azam as the Ashraf, who was last right was held to late in evening on heavy security. Ahmed and Azam both accused in Umesh Pal murder case में were the shoot dead by the 3 men in the Saturday night as the police personnel are escorting them to hospital in Prayagraj for checkup. And commission headed by the retired Allahabad High Court Arvind Kumar Tripathi will be submitted finding to the government within 2 months. And retired judge Brijesh Kumar Soni and former Director General of Police सुबेश कुमार सिंह आर द अदर मेंबर। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे जो एग्जाम प्रस्पेक्टिव से इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल्स होंगे हम उनको डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे। जो प्रपोजल है फॉर सबरीमाला ग्रीनफील्ड एयरपोर्ट की रिसीव की गई है सेंट्रल अप्रूवल। जो प्लान टू स्टैब्लिश सबरीमाला ग्रीनफील्ड एयरपोर्ट टू इमीडिएटली आर रिसीव मेजर बूस्ट विद द प्रपोजल received by the approval from the Union Ministry of Civil Aviation. According to source, the approval was granted after the reviewing the technological feasibility study report presented by the Kerala government। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। और नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पर आरएसएस ने टेक आउट किया रूट मार्च एम टू हैवी सिक्योरिटी इन चेन्नई। The saffron outfit, which was initially denied permission, was allowed to be hold march in 45 places across the state after the Supreme Court order। जो रूट मार्च है राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ की हेल्प बी पीसफुली इन सिटी एंड नियर बाय डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ चिन्नागप्पला एंड द कंचीपुरम एंड द त्रिपुरम ऑन द संडे। 100 of the volunteers called in the khaki pants, white shirt and black caps walked to the drum beats while shouting to slogan भारत माता की जय। The route march took place in 3 stretch nearby the 3 kilometer starting from the Binkanda Vidyalaya at the कोतुरु। यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट ने इन्फॉर्मेशन किया ब्रॉडकास्टिंग के एल मोग्रम पार्टिसिपेट। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे जगदीश शेट्टर ने रिजाइन किया गया एज कर्नाटका एमएलए आफ्टर द बीइंग डिनाइड टिकट में ज्वाइनिंग कांग्रेस। कांग्रेस इज सेड टू बी टेकन इंक्लूडिंग टू हिम टू हिज फोल्ड to send the clear message that the ruling party has not shown to due respect to Lingayat leader. Lashing out, the Yadurappa said the BJP had to offer to give a ticket a member of family, but the senior leader had declined the offer। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। और आर्मी में भी बिल्ड कर सकती है बैरली ब्रिज एट द काजीरंगा टू प्रोटेक्ट राइनो डोमिनेट। जो आर्मी में भी हेल्प बिल्ड टू द बैरली ब्रिज इन द काजीरंगा नेशनल पार्क एंड टाइगर रिजर्व फॉर द फास्टर मूवमेंट ऑफ फॉरेस्ट गार्ड इन स्ट्रैटेजिक एंड वेनरेबल पॉकेट ऑफ द 100 राइनो डोमिनेट। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल राणा प्रताप कटलिया ने ईस्टर्न कमांडर के चीफ ने कहा कि आर्मी हैव रिसीव्ड टू द रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम द काजीरंगा अथॉरिटी फॉर सेटिंग अप टू द 3 बैरली ब्रिज विद इन द पार्क। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे फायर इन दुबई किल द 16 इंक्लूडिंग 4 इंडियन। जो 4 इंडियन इंक्लूडिंग कपल फ्रॉम द चेरुरू नियर द बेंगरावा इन मलयापुरम डिस्ट्रिक्ट और अमंग द 60 पीपल वर किल्ड इन अपार्टमेंट फायर में अल रस इन दुबई ऑन सैटरडे। ऑफिशियल ने कहा है संडे वाज द 9 वेयर द ही इंजर्ड इन ब्लेज। और सीबीआई ने अरेस्ट किया आपके सीएम अंकल इन फॉर्म ऑफ मर्डर एमपी मर्डर केस में। वाई एस विकास रेड्डी फादर ऑफ द कवड़प्पा एमपी वाई एस अश्विन रेड्डी एंड अंकल ऑफ द आंध्र प्रदेश चीफ मिनिस्टर वाई.एस. जगनमोहन रेड्डी के अरेस्ट किए गए फ्रॉम द हाउस टू पल्लीवुलम टाउन ऑन द संडे बाय द सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन इन द कनेक्शन विद मर्डर ऑफ फॉर्मर MP वाई.एस. वेंकटाना रेड्डी। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे महाराष्ट्र के अपोजिशन ने पुट किया है सो टू स्ट्रेंथ और बीजेपी हैव ट्रांसफॉर्ड टू डेमोक्रेसी इनटू दही हांडी से द सेना। यूबीटी लीडर उद्धव ठाकरे एंड कांग्रेस एक्यूज किए गए गवर्नमेंट को ट्राइंग टू द प्रिवेंटिव नागपुर रैली। एनसीपी ने कहा है कि स्क्रेड ऑफ होल्डिंग इलेक्शन एम टू द स्पेकुलेशन अबाउट टू एलेस्ट फ्रिगलाइटली ऑफ द महाराष्ट्र महाविकास आघाड़ी। ऑपोजिशन ने स्ट्रेटेजिक स्ट्रॉन्ग किया है सो टू सोलिडारिटी इन नागपुर ऑन द संडे एंड विद द सेना लीडर उद्धव ठाकरे एक्यूजिंग द बीजेपी हैविंग ट्रांसफॉर्म द डेमोक्रेसी इनटू दही हांडी ब्रेकिंग गवर्नमेंट व्हेनेवर दे से टू अपॉर्चुनिटी। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे एम टू बेज अ फ्रेश एलाइजमेंट अजीत पवार डिनाइड टू हैविंग मीट सहा। एम टू स्पेकुलेशन ऑफ हिम अलाइंग टू विद भारतीय जनता पार्टी बीजेपी एकनाथ शिंदे लीड सेना रिप्रेजेंटेशन सीनियर नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी एनसीपी लीडर अजीत पवार ने संडे में फैमिली रिफ्यूट किया है सजेशन टू हैविंग टू मीट विद यूनियन मिनिस्टर अमित शाह इन मुंबई ड्यूरिंग द लेटर ऑनगोइंग विजिट इन सिटी। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे जो एडिटोरियल की है मर्डर ऑफ लॉ एंड ऑर्डर देयर मस्ट बी an independent inquiry into Atiq Ahmed case. In a life and death, former lawmaker Atiq Ahmed typed in the collapse of the rule of the law in Uttar Pradesh. The visual of both him and his brother Khalid Azam being to so dead in cold-blooded and Saturday while they are handcuffed and in police custody so the abject lowness in the prevalence instead. Early in March, Ahmed was approached to Supreme Court in India expressing fear that he might be killed in the fake encounter on one pretext of the other by the UP police. The court refused to entertain his appeal. His son Asad Ahmed was killed in the alleged encounter with UP police team in Thursday. In Jhansi and father and son are both are the accused of sensational daylight murder of the political revival in February. Ahmed and former leader of the Samajwadi Party and Apna Dal opened his history sheet to the age of the 17 and had more than the 100 criminal cases at the time of murder at the age 60. Far from the facing to the force law, the resigning the Supreme Court politician through the various regions in UP in the 1990s. Even when he went to jail, the empire of crime did not collapse. He was shifted to the person in the Gujarat 2019 and his return to the UP was facing fresh challenges of murder after ended with his own killing in most clinky manner. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पर डिप्लोमेसी विथ ए चेंज इन टर्म ऑफ द रेफरेंस। यह आर्टिकल अहमद अंसारी ने लिखा है जो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया थे 2007 से 2017 तक। द मेडिटेशन इज रियली सेक्टोनियस एक्ट more often than not to be pleased by the effort quit effort is seeking to meet point to the between the dividing viewpoint of the individual or the organization. It is a figure article of 33 of United Nations Charter among the means to specific statement of the dispute but the legal term indifferent from the good offices and arbitration. In good instance of his recently witnessed at the global stage, the questioning of motivation can be debated. In a joint statement of the March 10, 2023, Iran and Saudi Arabia and China are sitting to table in the shape of the isosceles triangle. The three countries announced to the agreement has been the reached between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Islamic Republic of Iran covering to resumption of diplomatic relations between them, the reopening to the embassies and mission within the period not exceeding 2 months. The agreement affirmed was that the respect of the sovereignty of state and not interference in the internal affairs of the state and said the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs of both countries shall meet to the implement this and arrange to the return there the ambassador and discuss meeting to enhancing the bilateral relation. Iranian National Security Advisor Ali Samkhoni, who has been sent to the official photograph in ceremony, is a form of the office of Supreme Leader Iran and lead to be the credibility to the accord. In contemporary Indian newspaper on the March 11 displayed as the on agreement 17 achievement. It is linked to the letter as the Iranian willingness to engage in dialogue and failure to US support to the isolation in Iran and strengthening of the alliance of Islamic country and failure of the Israel effort to against the agreement and failure of the US effort to show the Iranian public that will had no to the choice and to but agree to join comprehensive plan for action GCPOA with America and Beijing successfully entry in the West Asian relation and failure of the dream of the regime change. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे नॉट ए विस्ट बॉलर 2023 Pentagon leak have been fuel to insecurity between the US and allies. US फेडरल अथॉरिटी ने अरेस्ट किया जैक टैक्सिसा 21 a member of the Air National Guard के and case of the classified information of Pentagon that have leaked to the social media in recently months, which analyzed that the exposed sensitive data regarding the war effort in Ukraine and potential undermining to keep plans to push back to Russian invasion. The top secret file are the first leaked on the social media website Discord and 4chan. In March this year, also the cast of fatal for the Joe Biden administration when it revealed to the confidential and unflattering information about US allies, including South Korea, Israel, and other nations of West Asia and African assessment of the China deploying the cyber attack capability and potential most damaging through the where the leaker post which been reported said and genuinely content to classified information in US military and Ukraine air defense being to the compromise on shortage of the missile in February, also the possibility of undermining the tactical plan and element of the surprise from the Ukraine force were the file to spoke of the offensive in battle country long planned spanner counter of the offensive beat back to Russian force starting on the April 13 with the 12 Ukrainian breach. While no expectation of photographic support of the leak have been to reveal yet, it is obvious that the Lord joined to the point clear to picture of Mr. Textriana investigation to the discredit to war effort to the Ukraine and Western allies and showed up to the Biden administration into the bad light of among the its global partners. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे द पास्ट कैन नॉट बी अनडोन थ्रू द re-christianizing. We are living in dark age of the Islamophobia, full stop, naked and ugly, discounting a sad testimony to be the moral scholar of time event across the world, complete with United Nations in 2022 the declare March 15 as International Day to combat Islamophobia to take concrete action of the face rising to hatred and discrimination and violence against the Muslim. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres affirmed care to this move is call for the action stamped out to the anti-Muslim hatred. India within the arguably the second largest Muslim population opposed to the move, saying it is important United Nations reminding above the such religion matter which may be seek to divide us rather than the bring us together on a platform to peace and harmony and treat to the world as the one family. In the reality, India is more than the many countries is in their theory of Islamophobia. It is not about to spread of the linkage anymore. The Dhavri in the 2015 to Delhi in 2023 on the frequently attack of Moscow and even the Dargah hatred considered to be common place of the worship for people across the region. On even hijab politics, where the pro and anti-hijab groups are the variously ranged against on other, it is the manifesto itself to most clearly in this urgent and most despite be to the remaining place be to be saluted and Sultanate and Mughal rule. While some towns have been the direct relation to the name of the king or sultan, maybe cases of the name city to either the being changed or been the demanded has been to the change solely because they are the Urdu and ironically considered the Urdu was born in India until to not long ago. It was not considered to language of adherent and particular faith. The case of the point and Fajirabad, which was built to the Nawab Sadat Ali Khan in 18th century, it is the locality of the busy trade route and connecting to east and eastern Awadh, where business flourished and people have made to the profit and hence to the world fuzzy and successful victorious or to take the demand of rename the Aligarh as the Harigarh. Aligarh was the named after the Marathas and not the Mughals took over the forts called the Sabighat and Mahmudgarh in various time and renaming after the governor Najib Ali Khan. It has been called to the coal and never was been identified as a Harigarh as a demanding increasing of being made. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे ओपिनियन की डायनेस्टी हुज बिन बिकम द पॉलिटिकल बोर्ड फ्लाई. Rahul Gandhi is the inherited mantle of the dynasty in trying to be stake of the image of to be Democrat. He is also the unsuccessful trying to the reach of the level of the delinquent and is easy to going to price with the privilege and entitlement and property effective point of the him to BJP Bharatiya Janata Party and Gandhi seemed to the himself young rebel and some would be say the rebel without the cages. It is the difficult to make out the Mr. Gandhi precisely standing for. It is not enough to the anti-Modi. He is not come to with the own clear vision for India, the own economic employment and change for the prevention of minority and vote bank politics in his party. He is counter to impression clear created by the BJP that he is anti-Hindu and clarify its stand on this other issue. He is attacking Prime Minister Narendra Modi on his alliance to approximately chronic capitalist and particularly favoring to Adani Group. But this acquisition do not totally turn to tide with favor as the Congress was guilty of the same scandal when it is for power. Only of name of the tycoon were the different during the United Progressive Alliance area. The people know the most politicians are the bad with the big business and the बीजेपी is only the more than brilliant. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे जो टेक्स्ट एंड कॉन्टेक्स्ट किए on democratization or tiger conservation. Many scientists have the happy the tiger project at 50 years help was able to hold the on tiger population to in most geographical region they are the exist in the insufficient. However, the 2023 preliminary report for the first time we find the its whole piece slipping away. It is like to be big safari park and Russian scientists working on the Serbian tiger worship constantly to Astro after the first visit of the Ranthambore National Park in 1996. From his point of view, the Russian Far East was the real wilderness to him. All over the national park, tiger reserve are the little more the glorified zoo or safari park, but is necessarily reality of conservation in country with 1.4 billion people, according a country that we still boast to having to a remarkable conservation history and reboost to politician of the large conservers such as a tiger and leopard. Only the population of Asiatic lion and gator, one-hand rhinoceros, and the largest population of the Asian elephant. Much of successful wildlife conservation in India was attributed to Wildlife Prevention Protection Act (WLPA) enacted 50 years ago. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi to arrest the alarm declining wildlife across the country, but we celebrate the 50 years of act and of the Mercury Project Tiger helped to bring back to the national animal from the brink of extinction. We also need to reflect on what needs to be changed with respect to conservation practices in India so that we can be preserve these wins and plan to ahead of the challenges in next 50 years. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे व्हाई डिड ट्विटर allegedly block access to Twitter with Substack links. Substack have the 35 million active subscribers to read to on the platform, including more than 2 million paid subscribers. Twitter have also been trying to get more the subscriber. Its own blue subscription since its launched to November 2022. On April 8, the users of digital newsletter platform feedback reported they have could not be like or retweet the post within the Substack links. Users complained they have could be not add to tweet of the Substack newsletter unless they have add to the screenshot. The Twitter also stopped to returning the research and setback on the platform. Twitter CEO Elon Musk defined the claiming to blocking access to Twitter tweet in between the feedback link and Mr. Wang denied to came after the independent journalist and authors Matt Tavis blamed the Twitter for blocking to sharing link up to his articles on the setback. Twitter later to remove the restriction of the setback link and stop to in censoring search of for the term setback. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे G7 मिनिस्टर कमिटेड टू वर्क फॉर द कार्बन फ्री इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बाय 2035. On the final day of conference on the SAPRO and proposal have to be declined. Deadline for pushing out to the coal get to shut down as the final text gives leeway for investment in gas as the stopgap in arrangement and participation also agree to speed up the clean energy investment. So climate and energy ministry and the envoy of G7 country के संडे में कमिट किया कि वाट टू इंश्योर फ्री कार्बन electricity production by the 2035, celebrating to phase out to the coal, and this is part of the agreement by the country at the end of the two-day conference on Sapporo, Japan, and of the G7 summit in the Hiroshima this May. The proposal have been 2030 deadline. The phasing out to call out shutdown as the final text give to leeway the continued investment in gas and ground that it could be stoppage against the energy shortfall. Reuters report. Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav had also participation in summit, and with India being to invite as the guest and context of the presidency of G20 at the United Nations Conference of Party meeting in the Glasgow in 2021, has projected language in agreement to phase out to the push instead of the phase down of coal. And the COP meeting in Sharm el Sheikh last year, India pushed for the proposal to phase out all the fossil fuel sources, including coal, gas. India, China, and significantly dependent on coal and electricity, where the several developed countries, including United States, Japan, Canada, and Europe, have relied on gas reserve. Later, however, they did not find to mention in the final text of the Sharm el Sheikh agreement. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल देंगे. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स में पुलिस से ट्रेन एरोजन एक्ट ऑफ टेरर यूपीआई इन्वॉक. एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ कोझिकोड ट्रेन एरोजन ऑफ 2 अप्रैल 2 ऑन द एक्ट ऑफ टेरर, एंड केरला पुलिस ने स्पेशल टीम ने इन्वॉक किया स्पेशल सेक्शन इन अनप्रिवेंशनल लॉ अनलॉफुल एक्टिविटी ऑफ प्रिवेंशनल एक्ट टू प्राइम सस्पेक्ट शाहरुख सफ़ी हिज पुलिस कस्टडी एंड ऑफ द टुडे. The move has been set to the stage of the National Investigation Agency take over the case, and senior police officer ने कहा हिंदू में Sunday that the Safi was chained under the section of 16 punishment of terrorist act of UAPA at the present of section Indian Penal Code, including 302 murder and the Railway Act, have been charged against the Safi since police secured to the custody or interrogation and evidence collection. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे 11 डाई ऑफ द हीट स्ट्रोक ड्यूरिंग द गवर्नमेंट फंक्शन इन नवी मुंबई. एटलीस्ट 11% रिपोर्टेड डाइड एट द हार्ट स्ट्रोक व्हिल अटेंडिंग द महाराष्ट्र भूषण अवार्ड सेलिब्रेशन एंड खारगाट इन द नवी मुंबई ऑन संडे. चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफिशियल ने कहा कि मोर देन 20% आर सेट टू अंडरगोइंग द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ द MGM हॉस्पिटल नवी मुंबई फॉर द हार्ट हीट स्ट्रोक एंड डिहाइड्रेशन फॉर अदर हेल्थ रिलेटेड इशू. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे legalizing the same-sex union will be approval mental health outcome among the LGBTQIA plus individual, with the Supreme Court scheduled to be hear petition seeking to legal recognition of same-sex marriage on the Tuesday. The study among the Indians have found to the legalization of such union will be have to positive impact of mental health of the LGBTQI plus individual. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे 2 weeks before the killing, Atif moved to Supreme Court seeking the protection. The top court dismissed his appeal and observed that the Uttar Pradesh state machinery will be take care of his protection case in court of case of threat to life. The 2 weeks before the gangster turned politician Atif Ahmed was shot dead while the murder police under the police code in Prayagraj. Supreme Court had dismissed the appeal seeking to protection during his custody within the Uttar Pradesh police in the Umesh Pal murder case. Atik 16, his brother Ashrif, was shot dead by the point blank range by the 3 men pointing to the passenger on medical of the Indian media interaction in Saturday night while police personnel are escorting to the medical college for the checkup. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल में 6 of the 10 people named in Umesh Pal murder case FIR killed so far, with the Atik Ahmed, his brother Ashraf, being shot dead by the assailant in Prayagraj on Saturday. The 3 of the family 4 members named in Umesh Pal murder case have been killed. 3 people have been named in first information report registered at the Domanganj police station Prayagraj on February 25, a day after the Umesh Pal killed, and Atik Ahmed Asad was also named in the shooter alongside to 6 other and described as the shooter. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे बैक इन कोलार, राहुल कोल अदानी सिंबल ऑफ द करप्शन. कांग्रेस के लीडर राहुल गांधी ने संडे में ट्रम्प के इंडस्ट्रियल गौतम अडानी सिंबल ऑफ करप्शन इन कंट्री एंड रिटायर्ड despite his disqualification as MP, and he will be continue to raise question of Prime Minister Narendra Modi relation with the Adani. He is seeking to the Kolar, the place where just over the 4 years ago he named to the Modi surname. The remark of his shadow नाउ लीड टू द सेंटेंस एंड डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन फ्रॉम द लोकसभा, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल में सत्यपाल स्टेटमेंट शो हाउ द कंसल्टेशन वाज द बाईपास एनसी एंड पीडीपी नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस एंड पीपल डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी सदन में कहा कि फॉर्मर जम्मू कश्मीर गवर्नर सत्यपाल मलिक अकाउंट ऑफ द रिमूवल जम्मू कश्मीर स्पेशल स्टेटस अंडर द आर्टिकल 317 इन द 2019 सो दैट द मैंडेट टू कंसल्टेशन मैकेनिज्म हैड बीन कम्प्लीटली बाईपास बाय द सेंटर, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल में सत्यपाल मलिक vindicate the Pakistan on Pulwama attack, say Islamabad. Allegation of former Jammu Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik regarding the Pulwama attack on February 2014 and 2019 proved to the point the Modi government have used to incident of advanced Hindutva agenda, said the foreign minister of Pakistan on Sunday, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट पेज पे कर्नाटका पोल्स के ऊपर आर्टिकल्स है और नेक्स्ट पेज वर्ल्ड की है। हेलेंस्की की न्यूज़ है, आज द बर्लिन शट टू द न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर, फिनलैंड ओपन द यूरोप लार्जेस्ट वन। फिनलैंड नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ओक्लियोटो 3 nuclear reactor largest in Europe has gone to the regulated production after a month of delay. Its operator said the Sunday and hour after the Germany ended to the nuclear era, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल देगा। और काठमांडू की न्यूज़ है, नारायण प्रसाद साउथ बिकम द नेपाल न्यू फॉरेन मिनिस्टर। कांग्रेस नेपाली कांग्रेस लीडर नारायण प्रसाद ने साउथ ने संडे में श्रम किया एज नेपाली न्यू फॉरेन मिनिस्टर, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया है। और रशिया की न्यूज़ है, इन मीटिंग विद द चाइनीज डिफेंस मिनिस्टर पुतिन हेल्ड्स मिलिट्री टाइज। रशियन प्रेसिडेंट व्लादिमीर पुतिन ने मीट किया चाइनीज डिफेंस मिनिस्टर लाओ संगफोंग इन मॉस्को एंड हेल्ड टू मिलिट्री कोऑपरेशन बिटवीन द टू नेशंस व्हिच हैव डिक्लेयर्ड द नॉन लिमिटेड पार्टनरशिप, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। और इस्लामाबाद की न्यूज़ है, कास्ट ट्रैप Pakistan increasing petrol price by 10 per liter. Cash trap, Pakistan has increasing the petrol price by rupees 10 per liter aimed to country ongoing economic crisis and steady the currency devaluation after burdening citizen who is already hit the skyrocketing inflation. Next articles में 61 dead after the clash between Saudi Sudan army and rivalry inter second day. More than the 617 injured in the battle brought out to the power struggle between the commander of the armed force and the head of the rapid support force. Both groups have agreed to the 3-hour humanitarian peace in fighting on Sunday. The Sudanese military and powerful paramilitary group and battled for controlling over the Chaco-stricken national for the second day on Sunday and signal they have unwilling to the end hostile despite mounting diplomatic pressure to ease fire. Heavy fighting involved armed vehicles and truck mounted machine gun and war plant rage on the Sunday and political of Khartoum observing the city Odramam and the fast pointing across the country and rivalry forces are believed to they have tens of the thousand fighters each in capital alone, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दे गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे लूला मूड जॉइंट टॉक फॉर चाइना एंड यूई ऑन रशियन वार। ब्राज़ील के प्रेसिडेंट ऑन संडे में कहा है कि डिस्कस करना है जॉइंट मेडिटेशन फॉर द Russia war in Ukraine with China and United Arab Emirates accusing to US and Europe for prolonging conflict, and President Lula Inaca Lula Silva, who has been warping of the official visit to China and UAE after the returning its third term in office, said the two countries and others should join to the political G20 try to the end war, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे 4 killed and several injured in the US shooting. Investigation was the gathering evidence Sunday Alabama dance studio where the 4 persons were killed and multiple others are injured during the shooting on Saturday night and teenager birthday party, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल है किसीदा ने भोग किया है सेफ्टी फॉर G17 आफ्टर द स्मोक बॉम्ब। जापान के प्राइम मिनिस्टर फूमिदो किसीदा ने डे आफ्टर द इवैक्यूएट फ्रॉम द apartment attack vote to the Sunday do everything possible for ensure to safety of meeting of Group 7 industrial power through the month, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल देगा। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल श्रीलंका एट द 75 इज फेल्ड स्टेट से द फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट कामारतुंगा डिस्पाइट टू पोजिंग invaluable social indicator as the term of independence for 1948 Sri Lanka at the 75 is the failure state, former president of चंद्रिका भंद्राकनिका कंतरमुंगा ने कहा है संडे में, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दे गए। नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल आज मंडे है तो मनी वाइज आती है नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल जो स्पोर्ट की है, तो आज के द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर एनालिसिस पे इतनी। वीडियो पसंद तो वीडियो को लाइक करो, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें।